My circumstance right now, for a lot of you who may know me or not, is that I have stage 4 breast cancer. And all through my body, I have little areas or big areas that have cancer in them. And I am currently on a big treatment plan through Western medicine, using things like oral chemotherapy and radiation to try to combat this cancer. But I'm also using a lot of holistic treatments as well. So many, actually, modalities at one time. And what I've found with yoga is that when you're dealing with a disease or an illness or an ailment in your body, and you're using Western medicine, allopathic care to heal yourself, there is a conversation that can be had with your practitioners, just allowing them into your world and letting them know what you're using your yoga for. And so I do not for one moment believe that yoga will cure my cancer, but I do 100% believe that yoga has helped me deal with the side effects of treatment, the emotional instability that can come with a disease like cancer, and just the mental day-to-day mindset that it takes to move through something like cancer or back pain or knee pain or whatever it might be, or autoimmune diseases, which are so common now. Anything like that, yoga can really help to alleviate symptoms and side effects. And I 100% believe in it to be able to do that. And so oftentimes what you might find from healthcare practitioners is one of two things. One, they're very interested in you doing yoga. And so many doctors these days, so many MDs will actually point people in the direction of yoga. So many hospitals and departments in hospitals, so many health programs actually have yoga integrated into their programs now, which is so amazing. And we're so blessed to be able to have access to things like yoga when you're in things like cancer treatment. The other thing that might come up for you with a healthcare practitioner is that they don't believe in yoga or don't actually know about yoga enough to be able to support it. And this is where it doesn't get tricky, but they're actually just doing their job. When you have a doctor who is working with you and there's no scientific research that backs up yoga being able to help with side effects or symptoms or bring about some sort of healing into the body, a doctor can't point you in that direction and say that you're going to be healed. They use scientific research to back up how they heal their patients and how they prescribe things like medications and physical therapy and things like that. So there's no one to get upset about in that circumstance. But it is definitely a conversation that I've had with many doctors, and I encourage people to always share what they're doing and ask for suggestions, because you never know what experience a doctor has had with yoga, and they may point you in a perfect direction. The other thing about you working with healthcare practitioners when it comes to yoga is oftentimes a doctor might say to you, I think that yoga could really help you. And more students that we're interacting with are saying, my doctor sent me to yoga. That's why I'm here. And so that is so encouraging and so uplifting for me to hear. But it's really important that as a practitioner, you seek out a teacher that has experience with what you're dealing with. So right now, there's literally over 90,000 yoga teachers that are certified through Yoga Alliance. And so if we take all the yoga teachers who aren't certified with Yoga Alliance, we're talking over 100,000 yoga teachers in the US alone. And most yoga teachers go through what's known as a 200-hour teacher training, and they are certified to teach yoga. But that doesn't mean that they've had experience with things like herniated discs or SI joint problems or cancer or autoimmune diseases. And so it's very important that you seek out the senior teachers in these areas to be able to help you. And really, it's so valuable to seek out teachers who've actually been through the experience that you're dealing with themselves, because then they can teach you from a personal experience standpoint and not just from book knowledge or learning from somebody else passing on that knowledge, but they actually embody the healing that you're looking for. So that's what I would highly recommend to you if you've been recommended to yoga by a doctor. Really seek out the best, always, when you're dealing with your health.